Hello, YouTube. I wanted to talk about something serious for a change in my video. Something very serious. I mean it this time. It's going to be a real, serious video. And to emphasize the seriousness of this video, I'm doing it in front of books. Highly intellectual books. So I really mean business when I say serious. Okay? Okay. You see, I've been getting comments from a few Filipinos on this site who have been telling me some really, really thought-provoking things. And basically, what they're saying is, mag-Tagalog ka na lang kaya? Mga Pilipino naman tayo eh. So the topic of this video is basically about language. What is language but a tool of communication? Language as a tool of communication is nothing but a vehicle in which an idea is transferred from one person to another person. In this exchange, the idea itself, it's what's important, not the vehicle. It's just very unfortunate, that the vehicle for communication has become very important to a lot of people. But in a way, it's also very important to me. I'm very proud that we have a national language here in the Philippines, Filipino, or a modified version of Tagalog. But unfortunately, people have been starting to use language, on the other hand, as a tool for nationalism and patriotism, and on the other hand, a tool for regionalism and racism. Yes, I said the word racism. Let's go back, let's go back. Let's go back in time, to the time of the Bible. Anybody out there read the Bible? I'm sure some of you do, some of you probably don't. But don't worry, this will not turn into a religious debate, which I try to avoid. I just want to mention a particular story in the Old Testament. It's about people trying to build this really huge building called the Tower of Babel. I'm sure people remember that story. Even if you don't read the Bible, I'm sure you know what happened when people, starting to aspire to be like God, and aspire to, reach the heavens with this really huge, gigantic structure. What did God do? Well, He sent down the lightning. God struck the people with some kind of zapping thing, and people were all of a sudden speaking in different languages. All of a sudden, they could not understand themselves. God used, language as a tool to divide people. Language was used to divide people. And I think that is what's happening right now. We are using language to divide ourselves. And, even though it's nice to have a national language, it's nice to have languages for every country, I feel that it's becoming a sort of liability. It's becoming a hindrance to world unity and world peace. I wish that somebody, United Nations, if you're listening, United Nations, if you're listening, why don't you develop a world language? Why don't we all agree in this world to have a language that we all will try to learn, so that when we meet each other on the street, we can understand each other. I think it's a good idea, don't you think? It's a good idea, huh? Now, how does this exactly answer my question before? Why do I speak English in this video? Well, like I said, it's a form of communication. You people, Filipinos who have written me, You have to understand, that YouTube is a global platform. You know, we are not in the Philippines only. You know, YouTube is the world. You know, people come to the site, and not all of them speak Tagalog. You know that? It's only logical. I think you know that. No, people speak English, people speak Japanese, people speak Chinese. But in this site, a lot of people can understand English. You know, so if I want to communicate an idea to the people of the earth, do I speak Tagalog? No. If I speak Tagalog, only Filipino-speaking Filipinos will be able to understand me. So, why am I wasting saliva? Why am I wasting saliva here if most people won't understand me anyway? That is something you really have to think about. The world is shrinking. We are slowly getting very globalized. So what? If I don't speak English that well, I'm able to give my ideas relatively articulately enough. I think people would agree to that. I think only Filipinos who have a sort of like social mentality would laugh at my English. Oh, look at him, he speaks really weird English. You speak weird English. No? That's what I think. So, really, in this jumble of ideas that came out of my mouth, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Language is just a means of communication to me. And I feel that using English would get my ideas across to more people, and not just Filipinos. When we are in a room, like YouTube is a huge room. We're in a room. There's an American here, there's a Japanese here, and there are the two of us, two Filipinos. And these two gentlemen are listening to us. Don't you think that if the two of us started talking in only Filipino, what do you think these two gentlemen would feel? They'd be insulted. It would be very rude, very rude to promote, that unity, really, and to discourage, regionality, division, Let's try to set aside things like that. It's evolving. The world is evolving. I think you should try to evolve along with it, or else you'd be left behind in the 1950s. Okay? Okay, that's my last word for that. I hope I will be able to edit this video in a relatively cohesive fashion for everybody out there on YouTube. So, there you go. Good night, YouTube, and goodbye. Before I forget, people have been asking me, especially in my last video, if I'm going to do any more cooking videos. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to make any cooking videos, at least for the time being. If you've been watching my pot-free videos, you would know that I'm on a kind of a diet. So I'm watching what I eat. Mostly recently, I've just been cooking, steamed fish and oatmeal and stuff like that, So, I hope you will be patient, Eventually, I'll start cooking again, and I'll start making cooking videos again. Thank you very much for watching.